What's up everybody, it's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and in this video we're going to find out what happens when you step it up from the Burton Mission to the Cartel to the Cartel X binding. So when it comes to the Burton strap bindings, the Mission, the Cartel, and the Cartel X are going to be their main three bindings. And when you step it up from one to the next, you definitely are getting some extra features that give the binding a little bit different feel and a little bit different ride. So starting off with the Mission, this is a medium soft binding that actually spans a pretty wide range of riders. It's usually more for those higher end beginners, definitely intermediate riders, but if you are an advanced rider who's maybe a little strapped for cash, this is a great option that can drive most of the boards in the market. And that's basically because it does have a 30% glass in the build, so you are getting a little bit quicker, sturdier reaction as opposed to a full poly binding that's going to have a little bit too much flex. And the high back on this thing is a little bit thicker. They still have a little bit of flex from side to side, but most importantly, when you lean back on this thing, it is incredibly sturdy and you're getting all that power onto your heel side edge and to help you really dig that heel side edge in when you are in a carve. And then under the feet, it has that good standard foam footbed that has a little bit of the toe ramp on it that is fully adjustable. And when we get to the straps, we have the React strap. So this is a single component strap where it's basically one piece that goes over the top of your ankle. And why that's so important to this binding is that if you put a strap on a binding that has padding on it, when you lean on it, that padding has to give before it actually gets the binding on edge. This one, having it shaped just right, having just the right softness and stiffness in this material, you basically get something that's not going to give. It helps the binding get on edge a little bit quicker than one of those fully padded straps. So you are getting a little bit quicker reaction compared to most bindings at this price range. And then as we go down to the toe strap, we have that super grip cap strap. So this thing is shaped just right. So when you get it adjusted and you ratchet this thing down, it's gonna wrap about just about any boot on the market and give you a really good push down and back into the binding. And then when we go from the Mission and we step it up to the Cartel, we're stepping up to one of the most popular bindings in the market. So the cool thing about the Cartel is that compared to the Mission, we have a medium stiff flex overall as opposed to the medium soft flex. So this is gonna drive just about any board on the market. And then we go to the straps, we have the same toe strap, but we are getting a big upgrade on the Hammock Strap 2.0, which is a dual component strap as opposed to the single component strap on the Mission. So why this is important is that this actually has two different pieces on the strap where you can have a little bit softer, easier feel on the strap that's actually touching your boot, but they can still run a stiff part across the entire strap that's giving you that fast reaction from your heel side edge to your toe side edge. This is basically adding a whole other level of comfort and basically wrap around your boot without losing any of that quickness. And when we go to the high back, you'll notice that this is a much thinner high back than the high back from the Mission. And what's really cool about that is this high back does have flexibility from side to side. They're able to program the exact flex of the high back into that shape so you get flexibility where you need it. If you're doing grabs, you're tweaking, when you're rolling in and out of your turns, it can roll a little bit easier. But the nice thing about it is that when you are leaning straight back on this thing, it's still crazy, crazy stiff. So you're getting all of the power that you need from your toe side edge to your heel side edge. And then when you are on your heel side edge, you're able to lock in super, super hard on those carves and really, really lean on this high back, give you all that power to really, really dig your board into the snow. And then next, as we step it up to the Cartel X, we're getting a 45% glass in this compared to the 30% in the regular Cartel. Now, why that's important is that that 45% glass makes this binding much, much stiffer. When you put it on a board that does have a little bit stiffer flex, it's going to react a little bit quicker with that board. Not that you can't put this thing on softer boards, because it is a good way to kind of sturdy up a board and make it a little bit quicker edge to edge if it does have a softer feel overall. But most of the time you're going to see this on those higher end free ride boards or on the all mountain boards. And then not only do we have that stiffer base plate and high back, but we also have the Super Grip Cap Strap 2.0, which is just a little bit better fit around your boot and it really, really grabs it so it stays put all day long. And then another big upgrade on the inside is their new heel hammock piece that's kind of rad. When you put your boot in here and as you ratchet your strap down, this piece wraps around your boot and grabs it. And it is made of a little bit more of a grippy material as well. So not only is that grip helping to keep your boot down in place, but it also is kind of pinching around your boot just to link it into your binding a little bit better to give you that kind of boot and binding as one feel. So as you can see, as you step it up from the Mission to the Cartel X, and you're spending more money, you are getting more out of your binding, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's better. If you want that little bit smoother, easier feel, you might want to go with the Mission. If you want that little bit quicker, snappier, livelier feel overall, you go with the Cartel X. And then if you want something that's kind of right in the middle, that classic Cartel is going to do just fine. But if you got any questions about anything we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel, and make sure to head on into your local Sun and Ski so you can check out the Mission Cartel and Cartel X all in person, or if you don't have one nearby, no big deal. You can always hit them up at sunandski.com.